Hey there, we're Paul and Carole Loves to Travel, and this is our last episode, isn't it?
What number is it?
Number 10.
Number 10. We had to finish it at 10 because otherwise I'd have to take my socks off.
Yeah, that's true. So, yes, as you can see, we're home. Very depressed about that, aren't we? We've had the most fabulous cruise on the Marella Discovery, and this is just to finish off our last day where we left you before we were going to go out and see what was going on around the ship.
Yeah, it was our last night, I'd like to say, of partying, but suddenly was a bit of a party pooper and wanted to go to bed early.
Well, I was just conscious that because we've been up partying for so much that, and Paul, you had to drive really early, didn't you? So I was just conscious that we didn't want to go too mad, because we know what we're like.
I didn't have to drive. There was two other people that could have driven the
vehicle,
but apparently I'm,
You're the best, though. You're best at driving.
Oh, God, I'm only ever the best at anything when she wants something.
So anyway, back to our last day on Marella Discovery. We've had the most wonderful cruise. I know we've been harping on about it, but it's been joyful, hasn't it?
Been fantastic. Last night, so we were up to packing on the last sea day.
That's so depressing, it. Seeing all the cases outside in the corridor, I think, is the worst thing about a cruise, isn't it? And then thinking, what do you have to leave out? Isn't it? Because your stuff goes off and then you think, oh my God.
Well, I'm thinking some clothes for the mornings.
Well, I know that, but you do think, what do you need, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't, because I'm a man. I don't worry about that. That's your job to worry about that.
Willie Morgan. You shouldn't say things like that.
I'm not allowed to. If anybody's seen any of our previous videos, I'm not allowed to pack because I always do it wrong.
No, that's not quite right.
So anyway, so we went last evening. We went and met Demetrius, the general manager, and Claudia, the social hostess.
Yeah, for a drink in the atrium.
For a last beer.
And we want to just say thank you so much for looking after us so well.
Yeah,
they were just delightful.
They were brilliant, yeah.
We've been really treated, they treat everyone the same, don't they? They just look after you so well. The brilliant crew, and we just want to say thank you.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And then, proud son moment, because it was in the atrium, was the Arctic Circle Choir, which was a choir that was put together by Brandy and Max at Abraxas Music. And proud son moment because my father was in the choir. Big John, and they performed, and he was right at the front, and they performed 3 songs in the atrium to a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Which
sort of
summed up the cruise, really. I mean, just seeing that at the end, it was just magical, the whole thing, and we're
very proud.
Very proud.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And then we had all the farewell shows, which were superb. As we've said about the entertainment, we can't really say much more because it was just excellent. We had the farewell show in the atrium, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which was superb, and a fantastic finale. And then we went to the Broadway Lounge, and we had another fantastic show where all the crew came on, didn't they? From all the different departments, and it was such a brilliant atmosphere in there, wasn't it?
It was
and the passengers obviously were a way of thanking the staff for giving us such a brilliant time.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was, and the atmosphere in the atrium with the singing, they had all the bar staff were dancing, weren't they? All the barmen were banging their bottles, and it was brilliant. We are going to put up some other videos of all the captain's dances, the speeches, and also going to be doing ship tours where we'll be showing you things like this. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications button.
And she's pointing like that.
I don't know where it is.
There's nothing there. All there is my feet.
So anyway, but yes, because we'll be bringing you lots more about Marella Discovery, show you around the ship and doing some reviews, etc. So do make sure that you continue to follow Paul and Carole Loves to Travel, not just on here, but Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, where all the links will be in the description below. So getting off the ship was just depressing. Stupidly, we thought...
Couldn't we just say now, not the royal we. The reason we went to bed early was because Carol's worried about me driving. But of course, what we'd forgot was the clocks had gone forward an hour when we got to Norway. So when we actually went to bed, we had an extra hour of sleep, so we could have partied on.
We could have partied on. But then, instead of reading our instructions, we're not very good at taking instructions, are we? We had our thing through to say what time to get off the ship. We decided that, actually, do you know what? We're all up and we're all ready. Shall we get off early? Don't do that, because your cases will not be ready. No. So why did we done that? We were quite seasoned cruisers, but that was a real rookie mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a schoolboy error.
It was. So we were waiting for our cases places, and even we met some guys that we've got to know on the ship on the dock in Southampton. They said, well, "Why did you get off?" We're like, "Because we're stupid."
Yeah, didn't you see where it said don't get off to a Thames?
Exactly.
We're like,
yeah, I know. So anyway, so there's a big mistake. So learn from our mistakes and don't get off. Get off at the allocated time, because otherwise you're just standing around, and it was cold, wasn't it, in Southampton?
Yeah.
And we decided to miss breakfast because we thought we'd get off and just head home. Of course, we're all starving and a bit grumpy, weren't we?
Well, some more grumpy than others, but that's a story for another day.
So anyway, so there we are. So that's on Marella Discovery Cruise. That was our 14th cruise, and we must say we've all agreed it's gone to the number one of the Paul and Carole cruise charts, and we know that we'll definitely be cruising with Marella again, won't we?
Oh yes.
It just suits us down to the ground, all inclusive, excellent entertainment, fabulous staff, and just the right size ship. I really like that, the size ship, and we got to know it really well. That was the first 2-week cruise we'd done, and we always said, would we want to do a longer cruise than that? But I could have happily stayed on there another month.
Oh yeah, I was going to say.
Couldn't we? We could have. We now know.
Yeah.
We now know that because I've always wanted to do a world cruise, which is not in our budget at the moment, but it's one of our retirement plans, which potentially
is
3
that more
years'
than
time.
2 weeks, then, is it?
It's a bit more than 2 weeks. It's 100 odd days, isn't it?
Ooh,
so it's 3 months on a ship. I know. Well, we'd have to be very disciplined.
Yeah, because we're always disciplined, aren't we?
Well,
that's one thing people say about us. When you go away, you're so disciplined on how much you eat and drink.
yes.
Yeah, they always say that,
they
don't
do
they?
say that. I don't know who these people are. But anyway, so we thought, would it be, staying on a ship for that long? But I think we could quite happily do that. No problem whatsoever.
But we're waffling now.
We are waffling. So back to the point. Thank you so much for watching our 10 episodes of the Marella Discovery Cruise Ship Seeking the Northern Lights cruise. We've had a wonderful time, and we've got a cruise coming up in another couple of months. So stay tuned, and we'll bring those details as soon as we do.
As soon as we've done it, because obviously we can't tell them about it until we've done it.
That's true. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and remember, keep ringing that bell and you'll get more videos from Paul and Carole Loves to Travel. Thanks.